Let's go.
Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a Glock.
What's up, KD Squad? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back with another video. And by the title, y'all know what we're doing today. Y'all love them. Story time. So let's get into the story time. And I'm gonna be eating some noodles. I was gonna eat this other thing, but it didn't, I didn't want it, so be eating some noodles. Okay. This is the story time of when I had got my very first job. I want to say I was 15. I don't remember the age. But this is not your typical first job, so. It was like before the holidays, and me and someone else, I forgot who I was with, we had went to the mall. And I think we was Christmas shopping. We was either Christmas shopping or we was just in there, like hanging out or whatever. And I remember it, like we had went to the Chinese restaurant. We always used to let it go to the Chinese restaurant when we went to the mall. So we get to the Chinese restaurant and they had like one of those now hiring signs out. So I'm like, I asked the manager, mind you, I was like wanting a job then. Like I wanted a job. I wanted a job so I could have my own money. So I had asked the manager, I was like, so you guys are hiring? And she was like, yeah, like on the spot. So I ended up getting the job on the spot. Mind you, this was a Chinese restaurant. That's not a typical first job for a lot of people. So that was like my very first job. And she was like, yeah, we're hiring. Let me get you some paperwork. Let me get your name, your number, so that I can get in contact with you when it's time to, do the new hire day thing and get your uniform. I'm like, okay, cool. So she called me. I started that Monday maybe, because it was over a weekend that I had seen this this now hiring sign at the restaurant. So it was a Monday that I had started. Yeah. It was cool until the manager was nasty. Like, I'll tell you, these people in these jobs don't know how to talk to people, don't know how to handle situations. I mean, if you don't want to work, you can stay home. Simple. No one's bothering you. You can stay home, sit on your butt, and not make any coin. So, like, the manager, he was like Vietnamese or maybe Chinese. He was Asian. It was one of them, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, I just thought he was Vietnamese or whatever, because, whatever. So, like, first impression is everything, y'all. So, yeah. First impression I got of him was he was nasty. He didn't care how he talked to you. It was just about the job, making money. Like, it just sounds familiar, doesn't it? Deja vu, like my other story. So, like, I'm working here. And then another thing, when it was time to close, we was doing jobs, like, we was doing things that we shouldn't have done. Like, the mall was closed. Why are we still closing up when we should close up before the mall closed so we can be out? That don't even make sense. I was working second shift at this job as well. And, at the time, my dad was coming to pick me up, drop me off, and this was like an after school job. So after I left high school, because I was in high school then, after I left school, I had went ahead and went to work. So, like, the job was good. I wasn't knocking it until the manager became the way the manager did. It was just the vibes. Like, he was just like his demeanor, the way he was acting. Like, my coworkers were cool. He was the only one that threw me off. Like, he was the only one, and it's always like that in every job. It's always that one person that just does the most for no reason. I was working there maybe 3 months, maybe 3 months tops, because I don't remember staying there for a long time because of the way he was acting. he would like talk to me funny. He would like look at me funny. It was just like, I feel like I was being racially profiled. Mind you, other people that were in there, I was the only black employee. Let's state that. I was the only black employee that worked there. That was a Chinese restaurant. So the others were like Hispanic. It was like maybe two Asian people. And like, he always came at me some way. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter how I did it. He always had something to say. Now, the big boss, she was a white lady. She wasn't Asian or anything. She was a white lady. She was cool. So I didn't have any issues with her. It was the day that came that I was supposed to get paid. And this was either before or after Black Friday. And I had got a call. That call stated, Kadada, I just need to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yeah, we gotta let you go because of your work ethic. My work ethic is what she stated, y'all. Mind you, this is my very first job. So how are you supposed to act in a setting where you've never been? I've never worked before. So what you expecting me to be like a perfectionist and clean and do all the stuff you want to do in a perfectionist way? Like, no, that was my first job. Like, hello. So yeah, basically I was fired because of my work ethic. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when it was time to go pick up my check, you know, because I told my parents about it and they didn't like it either, because it's like, how can you fire somebody based off of how well they do or how poor they do at the job? It's called teaching them more so that they can be better, not letting them go because you think they're not doing good. I believe he fired me because I was black. At the end of the day, he fired me because I was black. I was the only black employee and I never did nothing wrong. So why am I getting fired? So when it was time to pick up my check, it was Black Friday. Remember, because the mall was super busy. You know how the malls get when it's Black Friday. It was time to pick up my check. My mother, Mama T, on 10. She was on 10. I was like waiting. I was like, I'm here to pick up my check and all of that, because I was already pissed off because of the fact that you fired me for something that was silly. It didn't have to get that way. So yeah, I let my mom know. And when she got up there, I received my check. When she got up there, she was like, and my daughter told me about you. You think you can do and say whatever you want to say to all these other employees, but you're not going to do my daughter like that, period. Period. And when she was going off, he had nothing to say, y'all. He was standing there looking stupid, as he should, as you should, because you had no reason to fire me. Like, what? So yeah, she was going on and on, cussing this man out, y'all, while he looking stupid. And so my dad had to get my mom, because for the simple fact is she was going off on this man. Like, he probably was about to get slapped. That's what it was. He was probably about to get slapped. And she was just letting him have it, because at the end of the day, you did me wrong. You didn't have to do all of that. I was a good worker. So after that, this man still work at that job till this day. And it's sad, because you should not even be like, you shouldn't still even be working there. This man old. Like, why are you still working there? They pay $7.50, so I'm confused. I work at that restaurant to this day, y'all. That's sad. And the same people, when I left, is the same people that's still working there. That goes to show you that if you do your best at a job, you feel like you're doing your best, nothing is wrong. You could be, feeling the most confident in doing this job, and they can see you totally different. So that was my very first job, and I was just looking for work at the time, because the simple fact is I wanted money. It was the holiday time. You know how we get. And that was like the worst job, close to the worst job, because I have other jobs that I went to and I did not like. And y'all will hear that more often in my other story times. But I had to let y'all know what was up. But that's all for this story time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy, and I will see y'all in my next video.